Hi, I'm Jennifer. Welcome to day 6 of my Couples That Work at Home survival series. Today we're going to be talking about nailing the practicalities. A lot needs to get done to run a household normally, and even more when that household becomes your office and you're constantly in it. More cleaning, more food preparation, more everything. Let's face it, some of these may be things that one of you, or maybe even both of you, are not used to doing every single day. And they must be done on top of your usual work day. Therefore, those practical matters can quickly become a burden and a source of conflict. As I wrote in my book, those conflicts are never really about the dishes. They're about power. The annoyance about the dishes is only a symptom of the fact that you need to have a conversation about who carries what weight in your couple and make a better deal than the one you have now. Some couples say to me, well, we've never made a deal, we just fell in love. Well, let me tell you, you did. Maybe you never talked about it, but you did make a deal. And once you've got to work and run a household together, sometimes that deal does not quite make you live happily ever after. But here's the good news. Being together with all your work and household chores and maybe children too will reveal your old deal, and it will even amplify it. So you can give it a good look, and if you're not pleased, you can make a new deal. A good way to revisit your deal is to review and discuss the practicalities of your life together. What are they? Which do you really need to do? What's the best way for both of you to split them in a way that suits the priorities we discussed a few days ago? What's the division of labour that would make you both feel supported in going after what matters to you? In a couple, feeling supported in going after what matters is a good definition of power. And one of the things I found among the most successful couples is they work hard to make a deal that empowers both partners equally. That doesn't necessarily mean they split the work equally, but it means that they decide together how to split the work in a way that suits them both. Is this really the time to make a new deal in such unusual circumstances? Absolutely. Because one classic source of conflict is using old arrangements in a new situation. And this situation is so new, it requires us to think about what's really important practically and divide that between us. Today's exercise walks you through a process to divvy up the practicalities that really matter. Start by listing all of the practicalities you believe need to get done in the house during the week. From cleaning, cooking, food buying, to admin, liaising with school, watering plants, write them all down. Once you've done it, go through that list together with your priorities, your boundaries, and your routines in mind. And ask yourself this question: which of these tasks do we really need to do? Really? Which can we leave in case there's idle time? And which can we simply drop? Once you have the list of essentials, I recommend that for all the non-daily tasks, such as taking out the rubbish, changing the bed linen, etc., you divide and conquer. That is, one of you takes sole responsibility for each. Write down who's responsible for what, how often it needs to get done every week, and then stick the list up in the kitchen and get on with it. And if you have children old enough to help, make sure they also have tasks they're expected to do and contribute to the family. But don't forget to notice how it goes and how the sharing the labour feels. Remember, it's not about the dishes, it's about the deal. Tomorrow, we'll talk about how to support each other beyond the practical chores. I'll see you then.